Hi guys, welcome back. I hope that y'all are all having an amazing day today. I have a pretty big book haul for y'all. It's not ginormous by any means. I know that some people have videos that are like, I have 30, 40 books. It's not gonna be that big. I think I have 15 books, which is still pretty big to me. I think this is the most that I have ever had in one go. Like, I'll buy books over the course of months, obviously, but I've never had this many just like all together at one time. So I'm really excited for this video, and yeah, I'm just really excited to show you guys all of the books that I have. I think you can see one or two of them right here, and these are the ones that were actually, oh my god, okay, well that one just decided to fall. These are actually books that I got in the mail this morning, and I unboxed them. I've actually already filmed this video, but halfway through I realized that it for some reason got really blurry, and so I'm having to refilm this. What I did say in the first video is that when I got this package there were 4 books in it, and it was kind of like cracked open, so some of these books have little like, what are they called? Little like, not tears, but you'll see what I'm talking about. But they're not bad enough to send the books back, but they're a little messed up on the edges. But it's nothing that personally bothers me too much. Like, I'm just not gonna send them back and wait for new ones. So anyway, let's start with the first one. So I got the first 2 books in the Cruel Prince series, which is The Cruel Prince and The Wicked King. I actually uploaded a video for y'all probably a couple of days ago where I read this whole book in 2 days and absolutely loved it, rated it 4 stars. And so I read it on my Kindle and I was like, I need the physical copy of this. So I got this, and it is just a gorgeous book. I don't know if you can see, but this is like, the hole in the package was kind of like at the bottom where all of the like corners were. So, but it's nothing like crazy. Like, you wouldn't be able to tell unless you're really looking for it. So this is the first book, and then I also got The Wicked King, which is the second book in the series, and I'm actually currently reading this book right now on my Kindle. So I'm so happy to have this so I can switch over between the Kindle and the physical copy. I do need to get the last book, which is The Queen of Nothing. I'm sure I'm gonna love this book just as much as the first, and then I will have to buy the third. The next book that I got is Normal People by Sally Rooney. My first impressions of this book is how skinny it is. This is a really small book. It is under, I think it was under 300 pages when yeah, it is not even close to 300 pages. So it also has a half page. I don't know if y'all can tell, but it's where there's like a thing on the side. What does that even say? New York Times bestseller. I'm not the biggest fan of half pages like this, but it's fine, it'll have to do. But I'm really excited to read this. I know a lot of people love this book, and I honestly don't even know. Is it a romance? I just got it because I know I've wanted to read it for a while because people like it, but I have no idea what this is about. The last book that I got in that package is the one that got messed up the most, but it's not too bad, and I'm honestly not surprised because it is a hardcover, and I feel like those get roughed up the most because of how fragile like the paper is. But this is by Lisa Jewell. It's called The Night She Disappeared. I have read Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell and absolutely loved that book. It was a disturbing book. A lot of people don't like it because of how the ending was just icky, but I really, really liked her writing, and that book kept me on my toes. So I got this one. Whoa, it's like shimmering in the light right now. That is so pretty, but I'm really excited to read this. This will probably be waiting until closer to like the fall time before I pick it up, but just had to get it. It looks so cute. Cute was not the right word for that. I meant it just looks so like, I don't know, pretty on the front, not like a cute book though. The next 2 books, I've actually already read both of them on my Kindle, but I just loved the books, so I wanted to get the physical copies. Actually 3 books. I got 3 of these because I've read them on my Kindle, and the books were so good and I wanted them. The first one is Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. This book, why are all these books so shiny right now? I guess the light is just shining like perfectly. But this book is so good, guys. I would highly recommend it. I will say that I'm pretty sure that this book is technically the second book in a series, and I don't remember what the first book is called, but I read this book first not knowing that. And when I looked it up, it said that you don't have to read the first book to like understand this at all. It's just the first book is kind of like a story of the friends, but this book was so good. It is kind of thick, but this book is known for portraying anxiety in such a real, authentic way, and a lot of people resonate really well with it. So I'd highly recommend this if you have not read it. Another book that I read on my Kindle but wanted to get was The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. This book looks so small in my hand. It's like in between the size of a trade paperback and like a mass paperback copy, but this also isn't the normal edition of the book. I'm not sure what this edition is called, but I just thought it was kind of like unique and pretty. So I will put up a picture of what the like normal or like the modern, not modern, but like, what am I trying to say right now? This is just like the copy that everyone has, like it's what you would see at Barnes and Nobles and stuff. So I don't know if this was just like maybe the older copy before it got like traditionally published, but I just think this is so cute. And then I also got The Housemaid. The Housemaid was actually the very first book that I read in 2024, I believe. And that was also on my Kindle because I had gotten my Kindle for Christmas and read this as my first book on there. And so it took me about 6 months to get a physical copy of this, but I finally did and it looks so pretty. The next book that I got is Pet Sematary by Stephen King. I've wanted to read this book and also watch the movie for a long time. I will say the text is unbelievably small in this. Like, it's kind of scaring me. This is another book I probably will not read until the fall time, or maybe not. I don't know. I enjoy the cover. This is giving me like Alice in Wonderland vibes from like the Cheshire Cat. I think that's what it's called, but looks really cool. I'm excited to read this. My boyfriend wants to watch the movie and I was like, no, I need to read the book first. Once I watch a movie and then there's a book, I just like can't do it anymore. Like, I have to read the books before the movies. Let me know in the comments if y'all are like that too. I guess I should include the other Stephen King book that I got while we're talking about Stephen King. So I also have It. This was actually my little sister's. She read this back in middle school or high school and she was getting rid of it and she was like, do you want it? And I said yes. This will be the thickest book I've ever read if I even do complete it. It is over 1,100 pages. And I'm wondering how long it would take me to read this. I don't want to think about it. I do want to read it. I liked the movies, but this is insane. Like, I would have to read this over the course of a few months, I think, because this is just insane. This would be the longest book I've ever read, but this is another book that I got. On a completely different topic from thriller, I got a Christmas book. This is An Island Christmas by Jenny Colgan. I got this from a little free library and it's so cute. There are snowflakes, if y'all can tell, like all over that glimmer in the light, and it just looks so pretty. And this is obviously another book that I will not be reading for probably another 6 months, but it's nice to know that once the time does come around, I will have a Christmas book already. The next one is a book that I actually started reading as not a child, but probably in middle school or maybe early high school, and that is Looking for Alaska. I remember not finishing this book when I read it years and years ago, and I want to give it another shot. And the funniest thing about this is that I feel like this is such a random book. You know, like nobody talks about this book anymore. And Destiny Sidwell actually read this in a video that she uploaded like last week. And so when I saw that, I had already gotten the book and I was like, that's really weird because I like have this book in my possession right now and it's gonna go in the book haul, and she just read the book. And I have not heard anyone talk about this for a really long time. So I don't remember why I didn't finish reading this, but I'm gonna give it another shot. So excited for this. What does this gold sticker say? I can't even read it. What is that P? It says American Library Association. I don't know what that means, but excited for that. The next book that I got is another thriller. I should have just thrown this in with the other mystery thrillers, but it's called Bring Me Back by B.A. Paris. I have read another book by this author and I don't know what it is right now. Let me see if I can find it on my bookshelf. What book did I read by this guy? I can't find it, but I don't know. I looked this up on Goodreads and it had some pretty good reviews, so I'm excited to read this. So the next one's actually a funny story. I do not have Funny Story by Emily Henry, but I got The Summer I Turned Pretty. I actually have read this book before. I read it like a year and a half ago, and when I bought the book on Amazon, it gave me the Prime Video version with like the real actors, the real people, which was fine until I read the second and third and it gave me the original copies. And so I was like, this does not match at all. And so it bothered me a little bit, not too much, but I was at Goodwill recently and I found The Summer I Turned Pretty in this cover. And so I immediately bought it and was like, now they all fit perfectly and they look so good. So I'm so excited to now have this. I don't know if I'm gonna throw this away or not. I don't know. They all obviously this one doesn't match, but the colors match if you're looking from a distance, you know. So I don't know, I may end up donating this one, but I'm happy that I was able to get all these to match now. Okay guys, that was all of the books in my haul. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments if you have read any of the books that I mentioned in this video, whether I have already read it or if I haven't read it. Let me know if I haven't read it, if you liked it, so that I can know to read it. But I love you guys so much. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.